Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I am finally bringing you a 9 by New Year's intro video. So originally I sat down at the very beginning of November, actually it was the end of October, to film a New Year's like Project Pan video, and I completely forgot what the number was. I also I guess forgot the concept of alliteration, and I sat down and I filmed a 7 by New Year's video, and then when I saw people posting their New Year's Project Pans, I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. Like, it's 9 by New Year's, of course, that's the alliteration. Why would I ever think it was 7? So then I just didn't post it. So now I have been seeing a couple people still post intro videos, even though it's, you know, we're a good week into, or more than a week into November. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I saw Makeup by Mariela post a 6 by Santa. Alex from, she recently renamed her channel to her name, Alejandra Lisette. I hope I've said that right. She just posted one. Paige Makeup did. Kailee Wesley posted one, and so I'll try to link their information below, but there is no reason why just because I don't get it at the beginning of the month is what I'm trying to say, doesn't mean that I can't post it. So this is my 9 by New Year's. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna post an update video. Let me know if you want to see an update video, or do you just want to see the final product at the end of December. But either way, let's go ahead and jump into these 9 products. The first one I have, and the only one that's not a makeup item, is this guy, my avocado and oatmeal mask. This is a rollover from my Halloween Project Pan that I didn't quite finish. There's really not much left. I would guess probably about 2 to 3 uses, but I know myself, if I don't roll it into a project, I'm just gonna let it sit there. So it is going into a project. Next up, a lot of these, more than one of these, is a rollover from my Halloween Project Pan. So this one here is my Natural Eyes Too Faced palette, and I want to hit pan in this shade right here, Heaven, and I have a little bit of a dip going, but I know these shades are very tightly pressed, but I know that if I kind of work on it like religiously, every time I wear eyeshadow, I wear this, so I think I can do it. So goal is to hit pan in this guy. Another rollover item is my Kat Von D Lock-It Powder, and hopefully you'll be able to see, well, can never get this to settle right when I want to film, but I'm roughly right in here and right over here. It's awful when I tried to draw these lines, but those lines are correct. So I will also try to take a photo of maybe it sitting on like a scale, so, and try to keep track of it that way too. And then the next one I have going in this project is this Tarte Quad. This is from like an Eye and Cheek palette kind of thing, but I want to hit pan in this kind of brown shade right here. I have a little bit of a dip going, but this Tarte palette here it leans a little cool tone, and this brown here is a little bit more neutral to warm. So I think that I'm more likely to reach for it over the Tarte browns in that palette. So this one is one that I would like to reach for and try to hit pan on this project. Next up, I have my It by Lines foundation, and this is one that I don't love, but at the same time I spent probably, I think I got it on sale half off, but still, like, it's still kind of expensive. So I want to try, I know I won't be able to use this up, but I want to try to get this pump, the airless pump, to move up somewhere. I want to try to get it as close as I can to the bottom of the word foundation here. I don't use a ton of foundation when I use foundation because I just have older skin, and I only really need it on like the outside of my forehead and then on my cheeks, and I use mostly concealer on my nose because I have a very oily T-zone, and foundations don't really last that long on my nose, so I tend to use concealer quite a bit more because it kind of just grips a little better. So that's why I'm not setting like a huge goal for this to finish it or anything, because I know myself I won't do it. But if I could move it that much, like that's actually going to be a challenge for me in the way I use foundation. Next up, I have my Stila Little Glitter and Glow in Rose Gold Retro, and I gotta figure out how to, this product isn't drying up, but I feel like the wand is making it difficult to use. For some reason, because of these little, I hate these little mini guys. I find that they're so like impractical. You can't really scrape the walls. If you take the stopper out, it dries up too quickly. So I will never buy these mini guys again, but at the same time, I don't want this to dry up to a point where it's unusable. Like if you've seen the other ones in my project, they would shed. This one's definitely not shedding, so it's still like, it still has life in it, but I definitely don't want it to get to the point where I'm just having to toss it because I can't use it. So I need to figure out a better way to get some of the product out, because it doesn't come out on the paddle well, but I want to get as much use of this, possibly finish it up by the end of this year. That's kind of the only eyeshadow that I'm kind of planning to wear, unless I'm doing really colorful looks on the weekends. So during the week, that's gonna be the main one I pull for. Next up, I have a little lip gloss from Ulta Beauty, a little gift set, and it's got plenty of use in it. This was one that I intended to put in at the beginning of the month, so I had been using it like crazy this past week and made a ton of progress already. But my goal is to finish this all the way up. I can typically do this in about a month, but at the same time I have a lot of lip projects going, so I need to make an effort to reach for it as much as I can and finish this up by the end of the year. That would be great to get another lip product out of my inventory. Next up, I have a ColourPop concealer. This is in the shade Light 10. I really enjoy this concealer. This is concealer that I'm wearing today. I think that it doesn't give me as much coverage as like Tarte Shape Tape, but at the same time, I find that it's probably the second most full coverage concealer that I've found that I have tried, and I really enjoy it. And so hopefully you can see that I have plenty of windows in the product, but I plan to use as much of it as I can, pop that stopper out and get every last bit of it out. I want to see a clean tube in this guy by the end of the year. And then my last and final product here is my IT Superhero Mascara. I recently opened this at the beginning of October, I believe, and so I want to try to get it used up. It's not my favorite. The first like week of use, it was a little too wet and it made my eyelashes kind of clumpy, and then it kind of got to a good point, and now I feel like I'm struggling to get it to separate and like give me as much length as it was doing. So I got to figure out what's going on with this thing. It's like taking a turn too quickly, but I definitely want to use all of this up by the end of this project. Not a bad concealer, not a bad mascara, but it still needs to be used up. There's still plenty of product in there. And yeah, this is one that I will have to weigh, so I will insert a photo of the weight of this guy. But yeah. Okay, that is everything for my 9 by New Year's. Again, let me know in the comments if you would like to see an update video. I would probably have to film it right before we leave. We're gonna leave like mid-December to go home for Christmas, so it would need to be before we left. And then I will try, if I film an update, would you want the finale on New Year's Day? Or would you want it like a couple days after? That would be, we're flying home on the 1st, so I'd have to film at home. I have to bring my camera. Anyways, that's a lot for you to figure out. That's more my problem. But let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see an update video, or do you just want to see the finale? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.